There's a fine line between paying for quality and paying for the illusion of it. Unless you're a millionaire or have an unquenchable smoothie obsession, these ridiculously overpriced grocery stores are rarely worth it. There are many reasons to love Wegmans. From its super fresh produce to its high-tech cheese aging facilities, it undoubtedly offers more than most supermarkets. If you live on the East Coast, you're definitely lucky if you have one in your neighborhood. Wegmans stores are expansive and well-stocked, with wide aisles that allow you to browse comfortably. The range of products is great as well, as it's easy to pick up everyday essentials alongside specialty items. We also love the prepared food section, with hot foods, sushi, salad, and more. Staff are generally helpful, and many locations foster a sense of community among regular shoppers.
Before the close sign goes on, we're doing a dance, singing.
Customers have noticed that Wegmans prices have been creeping up. Essentials like milk, eggs, and produce are often more expensive than at competing stores. This might be fine for certain fancy ingredients, but not everyday basics. Shoppers still love Wegmans though, and for many, the convenience and pleasant shopping experience are worth the higher costs. But for others, they're longing for the days when Wegmans was both a high-quality and budget-friendly option. North Carolina-based chain The Fresh Market isn't your average grocery store. Soft classical music plays as you refill bottles at the olive oil station and browse a bakery that looks like its wares came from a neighborhood cafe. It employs food curators to make sure the selection is on point, whether you're looking for the best veggies, artisan cheeses, or a bottle of wine that's superior to other stores. The Fresh Market feels more like a European market than a typical American grocery store, so shopping there feels like a field trip rather than a chore. Specialty ingredients and dreaming about the delicious meals you're going to make. But you'd better be prepared for a scary total during checkout. Back in 2014, the chain even admitted during a conference call that it wasn't concerned about pricing its items competitively. Ultimately, it's a place where you shop for the overall experience rather than affordable groceries. Located in Southern California, Bristol Farms is known for being light, spotless, and well-stocked with organic produce that's artistically arranged. It has carefully curated specialty items, a strong wine selection, and all-around good vibes. There's also the hot food bar, which offers genuinely decent prepared meals. But all that convenience and ambiance comes with a cost. Even basic items like eggs, milk, and bread can cost several dollars more than at other grocery stores in the area. Plus, even though the produce is fresh, it isn't always noticeably better than what you'd find at a local farmer's market or a well-stocked chain supermarket. Shoppers often find themselves doing a double take at the checkout when a modest basket of groceries costs similar to a full weekly shop elsewhere. But people keep coming back because Bristol Farms is exceptionally pleasant. And sometimes that experience feels worth the premium, especially if you're grabbing ingredients for a fancy dinner party or treating yourself after a long week. But for everyday shopping, it's a bit much. Citarella has made a name for itself as one of New York City's most reliable seafood destinations. If you're hunting for pristine halibut fillets, fresh scallops, or wild-caught shrimp, this small chain is the place you go when you want to trust what you're getting. And it's not just seafood. The store is also stocked with fresh produce, prepared foods, and shelves of well-chosen specialty products.
And I'm proud to say that Citarella is the seafood authority.
Shopping at Citarella is also a lovely experience, as the staff are friendly and knowledgeable. For many Upper West Siders, it's the store they turn to for hosting dinners or grabbing a last-minute ingredient for a special recipe. But Citarella's pricing is a shock even by New York standards. Everyday essentials like milk and eggs carry a premium, leaving many customers questioning whether the bump in quality is worth the cost for the basics. The seafood and specialty items often justify the price for a splurge or a fancy dinner, but it's definitely not the kind of store where an average person does their weekly shopping. King's Food Market is a favorite for shoppers in New Jersey who want to buy fancy groceries without heading into the city. It's a regional chain that also has locations in New York and Connecticut. The stores are clean, well-lit, and organized with attractive displays of produce, a bakery section stocked with fresh breads, and a well-curated wine selection. The staff is generally friendly, and it's a place where you can find specialty ingredients that may not be available at a standard supermarket. Anyone planning a gourmet meal will find ingredients they wouldn't be able to pick up at the likes of Walmart or Target. King's offers a more relaxed shopping environment than big box stores, with a personal touch that makes grocery shopping feel less like a chore. But that doesn't mean that it's always worth it. In fact, King's is kind of like Whole Foods, but even more expensive. Weekly grocery bills add up quickly, making it a place where you might walk in for a few items and walk out having spent far more than you intended. Yes, King's offers quality, but the prices can be out of whack, especially on pantry staples and everyday goods. It's a place that makes sense for occasional specialty purchases, but it certainly isn't the spot to find budget steals. Erewhon is where Los Angeles royalty shops. It's not just about picking up snacks, it's part of the city's wellness culture. The sleek shelves are stocked with adaptogenic powders, cold-pressed juices, and biodynamic produce. The hot bar is another draw with organic soups, salads, and prepared meals that often taste fresher and cleaner than typical grocery store offerings. Plus, it has smoothie collabs with the likes of Olivia Rodrigo and Hailey Bieber. The shopping environment is carefully curated with light, airy interiors and minimalist design that make it feel more like a boutique than a place to pick up bananas and a bag of chips. Shopping at Erewhon is essentially a lifestyle choice, as you can find niche products that align with specific dietary preferences, and even occasionally bump into the likes of Kristen Stewart or Kendall Jenner.
It's the last grocery store in LA that has that real kind of neighborhood feel to it.
But as you might have guessed, this isn't a recipe for reasonable prices. A single smoothie can cost more than lunch at a cafe, and pantry staples are significantly pricier than you'd find elsewhere. There's no question that Erewhon offers products you won't easily find elsewhere, and for those prioritizing specific health needs, it may feel worth the splurge. But for most shoppers, it's just not a viable option. There's no denying that Gelson's Markets is a nice place to shop. The stores are clean, the aisles are wide, and everything's laid out in a way that makes you want to fill up your cart. The prepared food section is also a highlight, with salads and sandwiches that are genuinely enjoyable and often healthier than typical grocery store options. The staff also tends to be friendly and helpful, and the environment is calm and generally stress-free. It's a neighborhood store that feels safe, consistent, and convenient, especially if you don't like the chaos of big box stores. But of course, the trade-off is that the prices are high. While the quality might match the expense, it just isn't worth it for the basics for most shoppers. For example, the cheapest option for a dozen eggs at Gelson's is almost $7, while organic versions cost over $10. Still, plenty of people do shop there, whether for the convenience, the ambiance, or the great selection.
Why am I having so much fun here? It's just a supermarket.
Central Market is an institution in Texas. Part of the H-E-B family, it elevates the grocery shopping experience with its extensive selection of specialty items, high-quality produce, artisan cheeses, and more. While you can get regular everyday items here, it's more of a specialty store with some standard groceries. And Central Market doesn't just sell groceries. There are also cooking classes, in-store demonstrations, and frequent tastings that make it feel like a community hub for food lovers. The produce section is impressive, often featuring organic and local options. The bakery and prepared foods are also well-loved, with delicious breads and pastries. And all that is great, but when it comes to everyday shopping, you'd better have a healthy bank balance. Basics like grains, dairy, and produce can carry a premium, and specialty items aren't cheap either. While some of the price differences can be attributed to quality and sourcing, it's not always clear that the markup is justified. For many Texans, Central Market is the place to shop when you want to find something special. But as a primary grocery destination, the costs can add up a little too quickly. While many of the chains on this list are regional, you can find Whole Foods all across the United States. For many, it's their go-to when looking for natural or organic foods. The chain has built a reputation for providing quality ingredients for those who prioritize health and sustainability. Whole Foods is certainly a fine place to shop, with helpful staff, nice displays, and a prepared food section that often features healthier options than many other grocery store hot bars. It also carries a wide range of products catering to special diets, from gluten-free baking supplies to vegan cheeses. Despite these strengths, Whole Foods has long been criticized for its high prices that have earned it the nickname Whole Paycheck. While prices have gone down since the chain was acquired by Amazon, many shoppers still find that they're hard to manage for weekly grocery runs. Essentials like fruits, vegetables, and dairy can be significantly more expensive than at other stores, and even sale prices often remain higher than competitors' regular pricing. You might go there for that fancy granola you love or to pick up a tofurkey for a vegan Thanksgiving, but shopping there regularly just isn't an option for most.
So I try to get my deals wherever I can.
Harris Teeter is a familiar name across the southeastern United States. Unlike other expensive supermarkets, it's not a specialty store. Instead, it offers a range of products that cater to everyday needs, along with some more gourmet ingredients. Plus, it has long opening hours, which can certainly be appealing for busy people with unusual schedules. Harris Teeter is also known as a satisfying place to work, which might be why you get excellent customer service. Despite these positives, Harris Teeter's prices are often higher than other grocery chains in the region, including Kroger, which actually owns Harris Teeter, as well as Publix and Walmart. These differences can be small on individual items, but they add up over a full shopping trip. Harris Teeter might not be the most expensive store in America, but considering you don't get anything particularly fancy for your hard-earned money, it actually feels more overpriced than high-end chains. Sprouts Farmers Market likes to position itself as an affordable option for fresh, natural, and organic foods. With a layout that feels like a cross between a traditional grocery store and a farmer's market, it certainly sets itself apart. It offers killer produce as well as bulk goods, supplements, and specialty items that cater to health-focused consumers. Sprouts' easy-to-shop, compact stores that make quick trips possible are definitely a draw. Plus, many shoppers appreciate the focus on healthier products, and sales on produce and bulk items can offer good value for those who cook frequently and value fresh ingredients. However, despite claims about affordability, Sprouts customers often complain that it's just the opposite. Packaged goods, dairy, and meats often carry higher prices than competitors, and the quality isn't always consistent enough to justify the cost. While deals can be found, prices can also fluctuate significantly, leaving too many shoppers with bills that are higher than anticipated. Ultimately, the truth is that Sprouts is a nice place to shop if you're looking for healthier groceries, but it isn't always the budget-friendly option it markets itself as.